A quiet, tranquil morning was broken up by fear and a horrible game of cat and mouse. Sitting alone in a musty old cathedral. The pillars and old architecture tells its age, seemingly abandoned this afternoon. The smell of onions with whiffs of cumin and fear coming off Alexandra as she held her daughter Nestle, who herself smelled of daisies, the same ones she was picking before they ran. A soft cry of pain coming from Atchison as he picks at a cut on his leg. A cut he received fighting the environment, trying to find a way in this sanctuary to save them. "I'm hungry, Mama. Can you make me a carrot?" And Nestle's stomach is making rumbling noise. She strokes her daughter's light brown hair. A door slams open. A man clothed in tatters appears, darts at them. "I knew I heard voices. Come, follow me. To the kitchen I will feed you." Alexandra looked a bit worried, but needed to get her daughter and younger brother some food. Her brother whispered, "Can we trust him?" Alexandra shook her head and decided they didn't have a choice. They reached the kitchen, pots and pans along walls with a large island in the middle. A distinct smell of various herbs and spices. There is a big stove hearth along a wall. "My name is Babbington." He then opens a wooden bread box and takes out some naan bread. The others took mostly all the food with them before they all ran. They were generous enough to leave me some bread. Atchison is looking around, sniffs the air, and stoops down on a bar stool next to the island. He touches the island surface. It's cold marble. "Thank you," the three spoke all at once, after receiving the naan bread. "How long have you been running?" asked Babbington. "Since it first began," replied Alexandra. Babbington began sharing his thoughts on the event, his mind flowing faster than his mouth could deliver. "How do you know so much, Mr. Babbington?" Alexandra asked. Answers to the universe are there for all to grasp it, if they merely follow the breadcrumbs. He answered. Atchison, tired and still in pain, threw a look of confusion to Alexandra. 3 days of darkness, they knew. Going on a rant, Babbington caught himself by the look on Nestle's face. "We just have to hold out for the next 48 hours. Babbington exclaimed, rushing to a small window in the kitchen. Doing his best to hide his fear and excitement. "Mama, how long is 48 hours? Yawning and asking. And Nestle snuggled close to her mother. "We should all sleep in the same room and take turns keeping watch," said Atchison. "I do not want to know the possibilities that can happen if we are found," added Atchison. Babbington stilled the small window. Yes, I agree. I can faintly see some dancing shadows about. At least I think they are dancing very rapidly, I must add." "Mr. Babbington, sir, can you please step away from the window?" Alexandra asked nervously. Doing so, Babbington mentioned that they should not turn on the stove for heating purposes either, just in case. Alexandra took the first watch as they all slept in the kitchen, since it was the only room in the lower level of the place. As Alexandra was trying her best to remember a prayer, any prayer, her mind was at a fog for some reason, and the only when she was trying to pray. A smell crept in through the small high window, that scent she had never before smelled. Almost like her brain could not configure such a smell, neither can she match any emotion to it. What dark conjuring is this? She whispered to herself. "'Tis no conjuring, Alexandra. 'Tis not even of this world," responded Babbington in a soft tone. Struck with fear and sorrow, Alexandra begins to sob quietly. "This evil... I cannot even pray," she admitted. "'Tis not the evil keeping you from prayer, Alexandra. It is your fear. You are allowing it to take refuge within you rather than putting on your armor of faith." Babbington then grabbed her hand and raised his other and began praying.